I need you to understand something before I begin. The audio you're about to hear, the one that ruined my life, was never supposed to exist. I didn't record it for proof. I didn't record it for attention. I didn't even know it was recording. But at exactly 0:42 seconds, something speaks back to me. Something that wasn't in the room. Something that knew my name. And if you're listening to this right now, it means it wants you to hear it too. My name is Aaron. I'm not a paranormal investigator. I don't chase ghosts. I don't believe in them. At least, I didn't. I'm a sound editor, freelance, mostly boring work, podcasts, voiceovers, audiobook cleanup, removing mouth clicks, background noise, hums no one else notices, sounds most people ignore. I've always liked sound because it feels honest. You can lie with your face. You can lie with words. But sound doesn't lie. 3 months ago, I moved into a small apartment on the edge of town. Old building, cheap rent, thin walls, the kind of place where you hear neighbors coughing at night and pipes groaning like they're alive. But I needed quiet, and it was quiet enough. My routine was simple. Work late, sleep late, repeat. That night, the night everything changed. I was cleaning up an interview file for a client. Just another job. Just another audio track. I set my recorder on the desk to capture a reference note for myself. Something like, remember to cut the breath at 12:31. I hit record. Then my phone rang. I stepped out of the room, and I forgot to stop recording. The file was 7 minutes long. That didn't make sense. I had been out of the room for maybe 30 seconds. At first, I laughed it off. Probably left it running earlier. Probably nothing. But something about it bothered me. Sound editors develop a habit. We listen closely. Too closely. I put on my headphones. The first 30 seconds were exactly what I expected. Chair creaking. The hum of my PC fan. Distant traffic outside. At 0:31, I heard footsteps. Mine, probably. Walking away. At 0:38, the door clicks shut. Then at 0:42, the room changes. The background noise drops. Not fades, drops. Like someone turned the air off. And then, a breath. Not mine. Slow. Wet. Right next to the microphone. I froze. I remember thinking, maybe it's a reflection. Maybe it's interference. Maybe I'm tired. Then a voice whispered, Aaron. I ripped the headphones off. My heart was pounding so hard, I could hear it without the mic. I replayed it, again and again. The voice didn't sound human, not fully. The pitch was wrong. Too layered. Like multiple mouths trying to speak through one throat. And the worst part? It wasn't recorded from across the room. It was recorded inches from the mic. I didn't sleep that night. I told myself it was audio bleed. A radio frequency. Someone outside. Anything. But when I boosted the waveform, when I isolated the frequencies, the voice didn't sit in the background. It sat on top of the recording, as if it had been added later, as if it didn't belong to time. I checked the timestamp metadata. No edits, no splices, no corruption. The file was clean. I deleted it. I needed it gone. Then my computer chimed. File restored. I hadn't restored it. I deleted it again. The screen flickered. The file renamed itself. Listen, 42. Wave. That was when I noticed something else. The waveform. At exactly 0:42 seconds, the audio spikes, but not like sound. Like pressure. Like something pressing itself into the recording. That night, while lying in bed, I heard breathing. right next to my ear. The next few days were wrong. Not dramatic, not obvious, just wrong. My audio files started picking up sounds I didn't make. Soft tapping, faint knocking, low murmurs beneath voices. At first, only when I wore headphones. Then, without them, my apartment smelled different. Old, damp, like soil and metal. I started finding fingerprints on my microphone. Not mine. Too long, too thin. One night, I woke up to my recorder playing back audio by itself. The same file. Looping. 038. 042. Aaron. Every time the voice spoke, my bedroom door creaked open a little more. I slammed it shut. The voice laughy, not loud, satisfied. The first time it touched me, I was awake. I was editing at my desk when I felt fingers brush my neck. Cold, wrong. I spun around. No one. Then, the pain hit, sharp, burning. I collapsed, gasping. My ears rang not noise, but pressure, like sound, trying to force itself into my skull. From the corner of the room, something shifted, not stepping, unfolding. It didn't have a face, just the suggestion of one. A hollow where a mouth should be, opening and closing in time with the audio playback. I screamed. The lights exploded. Darkness swallowed everything. When I woke up, I was on the floor, bleeding from my ears, and my recorder was closer to me than I remembered placing it. I didn't go to the police. How do you explain sound attacking you? Instead, I searched. Old forums, archived threads, digital folklore, and I found something. A term buried in a dead message board. Residual listeners. Entities that don't haunt places, they haunt recordings. Sounds accidentally captured during moments of emotional vulnerability. Grief, loneliness, exhaustion. The theory said they exist between vibrations. Between seconds, they can't cross over unless they're heard, listened to, acknowledged, and once they know you can hear them, they follow. I scrolled further. A final post from a user who vanished. If it says your name, don't replay it. It's already too close. The voice stopped whispering. It started speaking in full sentences. From my speakers, from my phone, from devices that weren't even powered on. I remember your voice. You let me in. You recorded me. Every time I slept, I dreamed of static corridors and mouths opening in the walls, breathing in rhythm. Every morning, new bruises appeared on my body, finger-shaped, gripping. One night, I heard myself speaking from another room. I wasn't home. I checked the audio logs. A new file, REC 3 WAV, time-stamped while I was at the grocery store. In it, my voice whispered, "I'm ready." I tried to destroy everything. I smashed the recorder, burned my hard drives, uninstalled every app. The voice laughed. "You think I live in machines?" The walls vibrated, the room bent. Sound poured out of every surface. Old recordings, forgotten words, voices of people who shouldn't exist anymore. The entity finally showed itself. It wasn't a ghost. It was absence shaped like a man, a hole in reality where sound went to die. Its mouth opened wide, and I heard my childhood voice scream from inside it. It lunged. The pressure crushed my chest. My ears burst, and then silence. Perfect, total. I survived. I don't know why. Maybe it needed something else. Maybe it needs you. Because last night, while uploading this audio, I checked the waveform one final time. There's a new spike, not at 0:42, at your current timestamp. And beneath my voice, there's breathing. Listen closely. It just learned your name. The story may have ended, but the nightmares are just beginning. If you found this haunting experience thrilling, subscribe for more, give us a like, and share your spine-tingling thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to pass this eerie tale on to your fellow thrill seekers.